Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, adventurers. Also, happy Halloween, you guys. It is freaking Halloween. Oh my god, I love Halloween so much. I love like decorating, like my apartment's like decorated. And then I'm kind of doing Halloween low key though today. I um I wanted to try to dress up as like a necromancer, but I don't know. I wasn't able to like get all my stuff together to do like a really cool outfit. But yeah, um, trying to catch up on chat here. Now I know who to hit up for marketing. Yeah, honestly, like I was actually thinking the other day, like if I don't know if anyone who's like trying to get into like content creation or stuff like that, if they're like curious about how I kind of analyze like trends and read into I don't know, whatever. Like I'm always down for a conversation about that. But yeah. So happy Halloween. Is anyone like doing anything? I think me and my girlfriend, I think we're just gonna have like a chill night in and watch some like scary movies, bake some uh we have some like Halloween themed like cookies. And I think we're gonna try to meet up with like friends later on. But yeah, it'll be pretty chill Halloween. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good Halloween, that you're staying safe. Trick-or-treaters, anyone? Or parents, if you guys are trying to get your kids to go trick-or-treating. I have a bowl outside of my door of just a bunch of like different candy, and it's so cute. There's a couple kids who run down the hallway to like get some candy from my bowl, so it's cute hearing them. And then I hear the moms complain and saying like, "Only take one, don't take too many candies." But anyways, yeah, so it'll be a chill Halloween. So okay, well, I guess I will get started. Sorry, my mind is like split today. Anyways, happy Halloween. I hope you have a great Halloween doing whatever. If you're trick-or-treating, staying in, going out and partying, like I hope you have a fabulous time today. So for Halloween, I thought it would be really fun to play the Walking Dead universe role-playing game here. And fun fact, I like just kind of gotten into the Walking Dead universe. And so my girlfriend has like watched the entire show and she said it's like really good. And she was saying for me to like watch from like the very beginning and then eventually get into like the graphic like novels and stuff. And I'm obsessed with the show. I've been binging that show like almost every night. I think I'm on like season 4 now or something. So please, no spoilers. I beg you, please, no spoilers. But season 4 has been like really fun to watch. And then I played the Walking Dead universe with a couple of online friends, like Coach Key. If you guys don't know her, she's really cool. She was our game master for Walking Dead, and it was super fun. And then now I'm actually kind of reading the graphic novels. I'm inspired by the art. Like it's so cool. So I'm really happy that I am just diving into The Walking Dead, and I'm like nerding out about like zombies and stuff. So it's a lot of fun. But okay, so yeah, so we're gonna play The Walking Dead universe. And the cool thing about this, if you're not familiar with it, there are solo rules for this thing. So at first I was kind of overwhelmed as I was like reading this, but honestly, this is a system that's kind of based more on just the narrative and how things like play out through, your dice rolls, but it is unique in the sense of you just roll a bunch of d6s. But anyways, so for this, and all you need is this book. Like it's just this book that you need. Players and GMs, all you need are this book, and I guess like solo players too. All you need is this. So at the back of the book, there is solo play. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to create my solo survivor. And then I have here kind of mapped out um, the haven. So the haven is kind of like this safe space where you and your NPCs can kind of like gather together to rest, gather like supplies. Maybe if you found any like, you know, stray people that are just kind of wandering and looking for a group to like be with, then you can let them join your haven. And you have like different ways of like using the haven. The haven has a couple of like issues too. So yeah, anyways, we'll get into that later. But so I have a haven. I have one PC that I made, but I kind of just made that just in case if like my original like PC dies or something. So anyway, so with this book, you have your solo survivor creation rules here. You have solo tools. So you have the luck oracle, and I love how simple this is. It just uses a d6. A 1 is an extreme no, a 2 to a 3 is a no, a 4 to a 5 is a yes, and then a 6 is a extreme yes. So I love how simple the luck oracle is. And so I think I'm just going to stick with this rather than getting my Mythic Game Master emulator. And so, yeah, so I love how simple the Oracle is. And then my favorite part here is the theme Oracle. There are just really cool words here that I feel like my imagination just can kind of like go crazy. So I'm excited to use this. But it uses a D66. And if you're not familiar with the D66, you basically choose one that'll be like the tens place and then the ones place. So if I roll here, so I got a 1 and a 2, so this would be a 12. So you don't add these up. So this would be a 12, and I got the word abandonment or something. And then what you can also do with this is you can add another d6 dice here, and this could be like the 100s or something. So you can do here, so like a 335, right? So again, you don't add these up. So you would have 3 so 300, so it'd be theme 3. So we would be reading this section over here, and then 35. So we got sabotage. So anyways, yeah, so this is a cool way to like use the theme oracle here. So yeah, so we'll be using that. And then there is a messing up oracle. So yeah, so basically if you just get like, if you mess up on anything, like certain checks or whatever. And then we also have progress clocks here. So this is a way for you to track how certain things like go. So like there's rumors, factions, and I would imagine it's kind of similar to like meeting certain milestones, basically. And so I don't know if I'm going to use this like too much, just because of how I personally play. I either just use like a attention die, or I don't know, I just like make my own decision of when I think certain things will like happen. So we'll see how it goes with the progress clocks. And then I have a map that I will be using. So I'm going to use this, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And then NPC survivor creation. So we're going to be choosing different NPCs that are going to be joining us at the Haven. And then we also have faction creation, which will be interesting, solo, rumors, issues and challenges. We can use issues and challenges as the source of our adventure prompt, which will be really cool. And then there's also rules for solo travel. Walker swarms are, I don't know if I'm really into that, honestly. I feel like it might just be a little too, um, I don't know, a little too complicated for me to like track. Because again, with like solo play, you want to, you know, not track too many things, and you want it to be like a very smooth kind of play. Oh, hey, hi, Kappa. Nice to see you. Quick stop from trick-or-treaters to say hello. Hello, hello. Hope you have a happy Halloween. And then what else is over here? we have NPC runs. So maybe we have an NPC who would go off on a run to grab, I don't know, like resources or like scavenge or something. Or they might have like a rumor too. And then you have buildings that you can look at, the threat level. And then, yeah, and then these are rules for like combat, stuff like that. And then there's also a way for you to track kind of the end of the game. But anyways, yeah, so these rules are at the back of this core rule book. And I am so hyped to get playing. So, okay. Also, I did want to give a shout out to, if you're not familiar, Rocket Punch. So he is this really cool guy, and he put together a Walking Dead RPG cheat sheet. So these are basically all the majority tables and stuff like that. And then I also put on the back here some of the rules that I got from solo play. So just to avoid myself from like flipping through the book too much. So yeah, so I'll have this on the side in case if I need that. And so now we will begin with our character here. So I did build a starting haven. So let's see here. Okay. So yeah, so I have a starting haven and I have a starting PC. So we'll see how this character will play into it. But the starting haven here, kind of did a quick sketch. We have the bus on a hill. So this is where it's located. And basically what happened was someone was already at this bus. So someone left like canned goods, like fishing equipment, hunting gear, stuff like that. And it's surrounded by forests. So there's this hill, the bus is on the top of the hill, and then surrounded by forests. And in the forest too, there's like a little creek or river, so we can get like fresh water from there. And then past the river, more forests, and then the highway. And with this particular haven, it's not super, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is like the defense is going to be kind of tricky because they are on a hill, but you can easily see that hill like from afar. And so we do have to watch out for maybe random ass like plunderers. And then for like a defense like wall, we don't like have anything. So basically someone has to be on top of the bus so they would have a good view of where I don't know, where walkers or something are like coming from. So that's kind of our way to defend our haven right now. Is there has to be someone on top of the bus like keeping watch. And so I think what we're gonna do for our adventure here is to try to figure out how we can, I guess, like enhance the defense a little bit. So there's a potential project I was thinking of, like maybe our character can try to find like barbed wire or something, and then he can like tie empty cans on string and tie it on like the barbed wire. So then that can like signal if like a walker is coming by and it like hits the barbed wire, and the cans can like make noise and stuff to wake up the entire haven to make sure that they're alert and they're ready to attack walkers coming. So I was thinking that could be a project that our character could be a part of. So yeah, anyways, we will now get to making our PC here. So for our PC, I think we start with hold on, let's see. Oh yeah, the archetype here. Yeah, so something about you who you were before the outbreak. Since then, you have changed, just like the walkers have changed from what they were before they died. There are 12 to choose from, described on page 34 and forward. So we can choose here. So you guys can help me choose if you want. We have the criminal. We have the doctor. We have the farmer, which will be pretty handy. The homemaker is also pretty handy as well. We have the kid, the law enforcer, the nobody, and the outcast, the politician, the preacher, the scientist, and the soldier. So these are the different types of archetypes that we can choose here. So I don't know if anyone is like interested, let me know. So again, we have the criminal, the doctor, the farmer, homemaker, the kid, the law enforcer, the nobody, the outcast, politician, preacher, the scientist, and the soldier. So, oh man, there's so many choices. I feel like it would be kind of hard to like just choose out of these. So I don't know. Let me see. I wonder if there's also like a way to do a poll or something. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a chance if you want to like vote. Let's see. So we have, I'm kind of leaning between either maybe like the doctor. The kid would be interesting to role play. So okay, wait. So I'm gonna say the doctor. And then the kid. Let's see, what else do we got here? Ooh, the politician. I'm kind of feeling that. The politician as well. And then we also have, oh my God, how do you spell politician? Goodness. Okay. And then I also feel like the preacher will be interesting too. So anyways, okay. So here is a poll if you guys are interested to vote. Okay, let's see. So sorry, catching up on chat real quick. Hey, thanks for doing that October solo advice series. It's super helpful. Oh, yay! I am glad. That was a super fun series, as I was just trying to like gather my thoughts and just how I personally play. I'm really glad that was helpful. So, oh, cool. Okay. So anyway, so while you guys are voting for which character you would like to see me play, we are going to be rolling for our NPC survivors. So I'm going to choose 3 survivors that are going to be joining me in the Haven right now. So a couple of things to think about with our NPCs here. I do think it would be important to find people to maybe like start with people that fish, that hunt. I'd probably say maybe that's like kind of techie, especially when it comes to, I don't know, like repairing the bus or something. Yeah, I don't know, or even like techie when it comes to just trying to build things. I don't really know the words I'm trying to say right now, but like I guess like construction work too. I was also thinking a cool project that we could do is we could cut down some like trees. It would be very physical labor though, but like cutting down trees, shaping them into like pointy stakes or something, and putting that in the ground and kind of angling them. So then like if like a walker comes by, like the stake would just like and just kind of impale the walker. So anyways, yeah, so those are my ideas. But yeah, go ahead and vote, and then I'll see what NPC survivors are joining us at our haven here, the bus on the hill. So I'm going to roll a d6 to determine. So we got a 5. So 5 would be this group here. Okay. So we have Nicholas White, who is a criminal. Okay. Do we want to start off a little spicy here today and start with a criminal at our haven? So, okay. Says here, only respects strength, loves to tease and harass others. Oh God, this sounds like what's that character from the show? It sounds like is it Merle? Sounds like Merle. Okay, so he loves to tease and harass others. Oh God. Okay, what else? We have Amy Hall. Okay. Rules with an iron fist. Macho. Okay, Amy, we see you. Okay, what else? Oh, she's good with ranged combat. Oh, so that'd be kind of cool. Like maybe she could be someone who is good with scouting and kind of like seeing things from afar, staying on top of the bus there. Let's see, who else? We have Ronald Green. He is an engineer. Oh, that's good. Okay. Tries to not get in anyone's way, dependent on others for protection. A poet. Um, sorry, Ronald. I'm not really feeling you today. I mean, he does have like a tech engineering kind of background, but it would be hard because it's like you don't want to be dependent if you're trying to survive zombies. Um, okay, sorry, Ronald, but I think you're off my list here. Okay, we have Kai Wilson. Will do whatever it takes. You know what? Yeah, I do like that kind of mentality. Medicine. She was a nurse. And then Demian, we have survival. Searches for something to believe in, does not take shit from anyone. Okay, so a drifter. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so we have Nicholas White, the criminal, Amy Hall, the soldier, Kai Wilson, the nurse, and Demian, the drifter. Let's see. What are you guys thinking? Yes to the criminal? Honestly, the criminal would be kind of fun. I feel like that would be like super dramatic. I feel like that would be really, really interesting to add Nicholas in here. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with Nicholas White. So we have NPC survivors joining our haven here. We got Nicholas White. Okay, and then what is this description? I'll just say criminal. Um, and then ooh, I feel like Nicholas White would have like really badass like scarves like in weird places maybe. Okay, I'll just probably say like a scar on his like face. So he's like I'd say he's probably like intimidating, but he respects people who are like strong. Um, so okay, and then let's see. We have here okay, so he's not an expert in like specific skills. So I'm gonna leave that blank. But he is trained. Oh, I forgot to put trained here. So trained in close combat, okay, and ranged as well. Okay, cool. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay, wait. So Amy Hall is an expert in ranged combat, and then Nicholas White is only trained in ranged combat. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. And then he has a machete and then a revolver. Okay, that's actually really cool. Okay, so we have a machete and revolver. Sweet. And then issues, tease, and harass people. Okay. Harass people. Okay. So it's almost like you kind of have to. Mm, it would be hard to be like to put him in his place almost, unless if he thinks that you're like worthy of his respect, right? So okay. So that is Nicholas White here, and then who else? I am not gonna go for Ronald here. Oh, I feel bad, but whatever. So okay. I do like the idea of having Kai Wilson on our team because she's a nurse. Um, and she's trained in medicine and manipulation. Manipulation is an interesting skill actually, because I feel like manipulation would be good with like trying to convince people, I guess, to do like certain things, or to like focus on certain missions or something like that. So I feel like she would be someone who would be good for not exactly like leading like the haven or something, but at least trying to, I guess what I'm trying to say is like using charisma to like get people like on her side. So I think she would be a good one actually. So I'm gonna put her down. So Kai Wilson, she was a nurse, so that's good. She does have medicine as her skill. What else? And then manipulation. Okay. Oh, this is trained. Okay. Yeah, so we'll put trained in. Okay. Cool. Issues. We'll do whatever it takes. Okay. We'll do whatever it takes. Oh, hello, the Mad Tatter. Happy Halloween to you too. Hope you're having a great day. Eating all the candy that you want today. We'll do whatever it takes. Okay, cool. And then her gear. So she has, okay, so just basic medical gear here. Okay. Basic medical gear. Cool. Also, if you are just hopping on, first off, I want to say thank you for the support and happy Halloween. And if you want to vote for the type of like character I should try to make, feel free to put your vote in. Okay, and then our third NPC survivor here. I kind of want Amy Hall on our team here. I feel like Amy Hall would be good. So she is a soldier. Okay. Cool. So she's a soldier, and then she's skilled, or an expert at least. So an expert in ranged combat here. And then oh, trained in force. I don't know what force is. I am actually kind of blanking on that. Rules with an iron fist and macho. Okay. So I feel like Amy Hall would be good to have on our team, so then she can kind of like kind of put Nicholas the criminal in his place. Okay. So macho rules with an iron fist. Okay, cool. And holy shit, she has so much on her person here. So she has an assault rifle, explosive paste, pistol, knife, and night goggles. That's cool. Okay, so she has an assault rifle. What's explosive paste? I actually don't know what that is. I'll probably have to like Google that. Or if someone knows, let me know. I have no idea what explosive paste is. A knife and night goggles. Night goggles, that's pretty cool. Okay. Cool. So we have our NPC survivors, and then let's see. So I guess now we can get back to our making our character here. So let's see. I do want to make sure. Okay, yeah, so we have to choose archetype, the name, and then the issue and drive. Oh yeah, and then we have to do the attributes because it's dependent on which archetype we choose. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check the oh, okay. It is a tie between the doctor and the kid, it looks like. I think I might just go with the kid. That would be an interesting interesting choice to role play here. Okay, Cool. I'm going to end the poll and we are going to do the kid. So, all right. So this is the kid. You would think that people like me, who've lived most of their lives in this hell and hardly remember the days before, would have come out seriously damaged or at least weird. But that is simply not the case in my experience. I'd trust another wasteland baby 10 times over than an adult from another group trying to get close to me. Maybe it was the shock when their whole world fell apart that did it to them. I don't really care. We'll be the ones to build something new. I keep the grown-ups I trust close, mom, dad, and my older brother. The others scare me more than the dead. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So we have the kid here. So, man, okay. I'm almost wondering. Okay, sorry. Before I even do that. So, archetype, we have the kid. All right, so someone give me a name for this kid. I'm thinking like a male, maybe, I don't know, maybe like 12 years old or something. So 12 years old. I do need a name for this kid. Actually, I could do, there's this one website I like to use for random names, and it's literally called like the name generator or something like that. Let me grab my thing here. Okay, so let's see. The name generator. So let's see. Okay, so we want masculine. Let's see here. We can do English. And then now I guess we just regenerate. Let's see. What are the options we have? Okay, we have Aden Foster. I mean, I like that name. I think Aden would be cool. You know what? Let's do that. Okay, so we have Aden Foster here. Yeah. Aden Foster. Okay. And let's see. I think with Aden Foster, so let's see, what are his stats and characteristics here? Okay, so key attribute, agility. So that would be very handy. So let's see. So we have key attributes, so agility. I'm going to put a star next to that. And then key skill will be mobility, okay? And then talents, a knife fighter, stubborn, and a child of this world. Okay, so a knife fighter, okay, stubborn, a child of this world. I don't know what that one means. Okay, so let's go through and kind of see. Let's see here. So we have oh, Nico would be a cool name for someone. I can keep that name in mind actually for maybe a future NPC that we bump into. Like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, what are the trying to find the talents here. Oh, here. Okay. The kids' talents. Let's see. So knife fighter, you inflict +1 damage when you fight with a knife. Okay. So that's really badass. +1 damage. Okay. And then stubborn. Your drive gives you a +3 bonus instead of a +2. Okay. That's nice as well. +3 bonus with drive. Okay. child of this world. Let's see. Sorry, catching up on chat here. The kid, yes, yeah, we're going with the kid. Nico, I love that name. I think I'm gonna save that for a future like NPC or something. So I'm just gonna make a note of that. A child of this world. He is too young to remember any other reality. Wow. I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Um, let's see. Oh, it says here, you do not take stress when you see someone get bitten. Oh, damn. Okay. That is, oh, that's sad. Okay, so no stress. Okay. When someone gets bitten. Damn, so this kid is definitely like numb. So Aden is definitely numb to like all the shit that's been happening in this world here. Okay. Um okay, cool. So we have our key attribute, our key skill, and then his talent. And then now for issues. So we have 3 options that we can choose. So there's afraid of the dark. So that's 1. 2 is people treat me like a child. And then 3 would be won't let anyone come close. Mm, hmm. I feel like afraid of the dark would be an interesting issue for this kid. Actually, yeah, I kind of like that idea. So we'll do issue will be afraid of the dark. Okay. And then our drive would be my father thinks that I am strong. So that's number 1. Or number 2, kids will grow up to rule this world. And then number 3, I will protect my friends. Um, hmm. So trying to think. My father thinks I am strong. I like that idea. That could be his drive. My father thinks that I am strong. Or hmm, I'm also thinking protect my friends. Maybe that one. Actually, I like that. I will protect my friends. I kind of like that one. Um I mean, honestly, the drive, my father thinks that I'm strong, along with I will protect my friends. They almost kind of I can see them kind of blending together. That like strength and protection, they um kind of like sync together as one in my head for whatever reason. So I think I'll do that. Yeah. So I'll do kind of a mix of like his dad was always just like supportive and encouraging him to be like brave and strong. And then with that, that gave him the strength and drive to have that um, drive to like protect friends. So, okay, yeah. So I like that. So, father thinks that he is strong. And then that will kind of link to protect friends. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So how I'm actually kind of picturing a little bit of a backstory for Aden Foster here. So I am imagining that his his father got bitten and his last words were just saying like you will survive, you can survive this, you will be strong. And he got bitten by a walker, and his father actually like unalived himself because he knew that he was gonna like turn into a walker. And then so as the other walkers were busy like eating the father's like body, um, the kid like runs off to try to like find like shelter somewhere or just survive on his own. And then eventually, when he bumped into this particular haven, the bus on the hill, I can see Kai Wilson. I can see Kai Wilson kind of like take in Aiden as kind of like her own. And so now he has this this bond with Kai Wilson and kind of sees her as like an older sister maybe, or maybe as like a motherly like figure. I don't know. And so I think with that now he's like, okay, I'm gonna like protect the ones that I'm like close with now. And so maybe that's how like Aiden and like Kai kind of got together there. So yeah, that's actually going to be a an anchor. So that's going to be an NPC anchor. So I can see him connecting with Kai Wilson. I'm going to say he kind of sees her as like a older sister almost. Yeah, I like that idea. It's like an older sister. Cool. Awesome. Okay, that's a pretty cool like backstory there. Now for gear, we're going to roll on this little gear table 3 times here. So I'm just going to get 3 dice. Okay, so we have 5, 1, and do we do 5 again? Let's do, okay, 3. Okay, so we have 5 D6 Molotov cocktails. So we need to roll another D6 here. Okay, so 5. So I'm going to put that down for gear. 5 Molotov cocktails. Okay. What else? And then we have 1, which would be a pistol. Oh, with a homemade silencer. Oh, yeah, that's like Carl, like what Carl did. I love that. Okay. And then we have a weapon, which would be pistol with a silencer. Cool. And then what else? And then we have 3. Oh, American football gear. Oh, that's cool. I actually, wow, that's like so smart. Using American football gear as armor. So it has an armor value of a 4. Okay. Where would that be? Armor? So I'm going to say football gear. Yeah, I agree. I think like with his drive, I think it all kind of blends well together because it does kind of give him a really cool like backstory. So yeah, I agree. Yeah. Moses, hello Moses. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. Happy Halloween if you celebrate. I hope you enjoy Halloween with the fam or whatever you're up to today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Armor value of 4. Okay, cool. Okay, good to know. All right, so for people who are just popping in, first off, happy Halloween. We are playing the Walking Dead Universe RPG. So we have created our haven, which is a bus on the hill. So this is kind of what it looks like. There was someone that was living in this bus, but they left, and they left with like canned goods, fishing equipment, hunting gear. And it is on a hill that's surrounded by forests. There's a river in the forest. And then as you just keep heading this way, you'll eventually hit the highway over here. And then we have our Haven NPCs. We have a criminal, we have a nurse, and a soldier. This will be a very interesting dynamic of relationships here. And then we have our main PC, which is Aden Foster. So he is a kid who is 12 years old. And a little bit about him. His father turned into a walker and unalived himself because he knew that there was no way that Aiden would be safe. And so he like ran off and was just trying to find like other people that he can just like bond with and survive. And so he connected with a nurse. Her name is Kai Wilson. And he's kind of seen Kai Wilson as this like sisterly kind of figure. So they've bonded and they have bumped into these other people, the Nicholas the criminal, Amy Hall the soldier, and they've kind of joined their haven right now. So that's kind of like a little bit about Aden Foster here. And just some like visuals. So he has football gear as kind of his armor, and he has a pistol, and he made a silencer for the pistol. So that's really really handy to have here. So that is the kid. This is Aden. Okay, relationship to other characters. Parent, idol, I am watching you. Um, I'd probably say for Aden, he sees his older sister, looks or older sister. I mean, I guess. Okay, sorry. Kai Wilson is not related to Aden. They just like found each other, but I'm just gonna refer to Kai as like his sister at this point, just to make it easier. But yeah, I'd say that he's always like trying to watch out for her. So I don't know. I don't have any more lead in my pencil thing here. Okay, so I thought that would work. Okay, I'm just gonna use my pen here. So notes, older sister. So they like to watch out for each other. Okay, cool. And so now comes the fun part, which is putting together his attributes and skills. So let's see here. So we have attributes. There are 4, which is really nice, very simple. So we have strength, agility, which is kind of like his main attribute, and then wits and empathy. So what we need to do is we start with 13 points to distribute between these attributes here. But with the solo rules, I think we get a little more than that. I think. Okay, it says here, start with 14 skill points instead of 12. Is that right? Oh, that's not for attributes, sorry. That's only for skills. Skills and attributes, I sometimes get that mixed up. But I did forget that Aden can actually get an extra knife here. So that's nice. And then he also gets a second free talent. So before we roll for attributes, let's take a look at a talent here that he can take. So let's see other talents. There's watchful, which is you can learn the dynamics of a group of people and the opportunities and risks. That'd be actually interesting. There's scavenger. Scavenger would be good too. You know what? I'm actually going to give him the talent handy. So handy over here, it says, with a little time and some tools, you can repair most things, even if you don't have the right parts. You also get +2 to tech when you repair things as a project. Okay. Yeah, I'd imagine that like his dad taught him how to, just be like a little handyman there. And maybe with Kai Wilson also kind of teaching him as well. So I like that. I'm going to give him the talent of handy. So handy will be +2 to tech, which is nice. So +2 to like a tech skill. So that means I can add 2 extra d6 dice. Okay. So skills, attributes, we'll do attributes now. So for attributes, we have 13 points to distribute. So we can do, I don't know, let's see. I guess agility would be the big one we want to do. Yeah, so maybe we can do, or do we want to give him 5 for agility? Yeah, why not? So we'll say 5 for agility, because that is his key attribute. Also, I just realized I think I need to use a pencil because I'll probably have to erase these as well. So hold on. I'm just going to get pencil here and get some lead. Okay. So yeah, so his key attribute will be agility. And then let's see here. What else? I feel like wits would be good too. I can probably give him like agility and then, or sorry, for wits, maybe we could do like 3. And then empathy, I guess, would be 2, right? And then 3 could be strength. That'll be good. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Yeah, okay. I think this is okay. I kind of want to put empathy as like low just cuz I feel like he's so attached to like Kai, like Wilson. He's probably not going to be super empathetic with the other people at the Haven. He just really cares about like Kai and doesn't care about like all these other like people or something. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so we're set for our attributes. And then we can get into skills. So for skills, we start with 14 points. So each skill level can go between 0 and 5. Okay, so for mobility, I guess mobility would be the highest. I'll say 4 for now. Okay, wait. Our starting points would be 14. Yeah, so 14. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna pause really quick and just catch up on chat over here, just saying hi. Yes, Halloween time for sure. Hello, hello. Who else? Good day, folks. What we building today? Hello. Yes, if you're just hopping in, happy Halloween. We are playing The Walking Dead universe, and we have created our haven, a couple of NPC survivors, and now we are finishing up our main PC, which is Aden Foster. So Aden Foster, his archetype is the kid, and we are trying to just put together his like skills and attributes for the game here. So his key attribute is agility, and his key skill is mobility. So he's a fast little guy here. So yeah, so we're trying to just see how we're gonna I guess disperse these like points and stuff. So let's see. I don't know. Actually, I'm going to change mobility to 3 just in case if we want to like add a little more here. So we have 3 ranged combat. I'll give ranged combat 2. And then close combat could be 2. Tech, let's see. We can do 2 as well. I think that would be good. So how many do we have here? And then actually we can do 2 for stealth as well. So what is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we have 3 more. I'll do 1 for medicine, and then 1 for survival, and then 1 for is it endure or force? Wait, what's the difference? What's endure and force again? Endure and force. Trying to remember. Okay, wait. So okay. So ability to lift heavy items. Okay. And then endure is to withstand hunger and cold. Oh, okay. So how many do I have here? So 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, yeah, so I have one more. So, endure or force? I don't know. Maybe force. I'll give that 1 point to force here. Yeah. So, okay. So everything else would be a 0. So we have 0 in leadership, 0 in manipulation, 0 in endure. Oh, and scouts. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I think that's that for his skills. And then now what else here? Okay, so for health points, we start with 3. So it goes down from 3, 2, 1, and then 0. So 3 would be unharmed, 2 would be bruised, 1 would be battered, and 0 would be broken. Okay, and then let's see. Stress and anchors. Okay, so when scary or distressing things happen, your PC takes stress. You can also suffer stress by pushing skill rolls. Having stress lets you add stress dice to any skill roll, but you also risk messing up and attracting walkers. Okay, yeah, so right now, stress is 0, experience is 0. And then when it comes to stress, it just really depends on kind of the situation here. So it could be related to his NPC being in danger. Stress could be related to his issue. Like maybe he is like stuck in like in a building or something and it's dark. So his issue is he's afraid of the dark here. So those are examples. And then let's see. So when you push rolls, you can add stress dice. So that's nice, but it will also mean that you're kind of risking it if you add stress. So yeah, so it says here, gain stress from frightening, dangerous, or tense situations. So pushing a rule, not getting enough food or water, being attacked by walkers, being shot at, being framed for murder, rejected by your lover, killing another human in cold blood, seeing someone in the group get bitten. But that doesn't bug him though, or not bug him, but he's not affected by it. He's numb because he has this talent, which is like child of the world, which means he doesn't get any stress dice when someone gets bitten. What else? So it says here also seeing someone in the group get broken. So when they're at that 0 HP level, or himself being broken, and then being bitten. Okay, so rolling a 6 on a stress die is still a success. And then rolling a 1 on a stress die means like you can't push the roll and you mess up. So I think what I'm going to have is, so these particular dice are going to be my normal dice for like checks and stuff. And then these colorful ones, these are going to represent my stress die. So, okay, cool. So we have our, so we have our PC here. So we have Aden, I think almost ready to go and play. So let's see, I want to just make sure with the solo rules here, okay, so it says here, after rolling for your starting gear, give yourself a knife. We did that. Okay, so I think now I just need to make sure I put the stats correctly down for his weapons and gear here. So I wonder if this actual cheat sheet has, I don't think it has like gear. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay, no prob. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have NPC, we have scavenging, random locations. This would be a cool table to use. Walkers. Let's see. What page are the... Oh, gear. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we have... what is this? No, I don't think we have any of these. Let's see. Close combat. Is a pistol considered close combat or ranged? No, that's ranged. Yeah. Oh, but it's a short range. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Okay. So the pistol is short. Yeah, not close combat. I don't know why I mixed that up. So let's see. So 2 damage and then +2 bonus and a short range, okay? And then for his knife over here, it's 1 damage. Okay, 1 damage and then +2 bonus. All right, and then what else? Is that it? I feel like we have threat levels, walker attacks, swarm attacks. Okay, yeah, I think we're set. Oh, I forgot. Explosive weapons. He does have that, which I have no idea how in the world he found these. The Molotov cocktail, which is blast powder of 6. Okay. So explosive weapons. Attacks with an explosive weapon are used for ranged combat. If you hit, all targets within short range of the impact point suffer blast damage, as per above. Extra successes on your attack roll increase the damage on all targets. Okay. A failed skill roll means that you hit the wrong location and your targets escape damage. Okay. Unless you mess up with your attack roll, you do not take damage from your own attack. Got it. Okay. Cool. Okay, sweet. So yeah, now we are ready to play. So we have our character, Aden Foster, and he is at the Haven over here, the bus on the hill. And so now we can put together our adventure prompt. So with this, I was thinking we have different types of challenges that we can like put together as our adventure prompt here. So we could do a certain types of like issues. So it could be my own issue, like Aiden's issue. It could be Kai's issue. It could be even our Haven's issue as well. Fun stuff. Got to go back to work. Oh yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for stopping by though. Appreciate it. And happy Halloween. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay, so I guess we can start here. So we can roll a d6 to see our challenge source here. Okay, so we got a 5. So a 5 would be a factions issue. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like source faction. Okay. So there is a faction issue. And so now we can create a faction here. So let's see. There is space to track multiple factions. Honestly, I think I only just want like 1 or 2 factions, maybe just 1 for the sake of this one. And there are some pre-made factions. So yeah, let's see here. Encounters, NPCs, animals. Oh, here, yeah. So we have NPC factions. And we can do a faction size. Wow, these tables are great. So there's a faction example. So we can either make our own or just choose. I'll probably choose one. So, okay. So we have the faction, the Black Hearts. The Black Hearts is a group of 30 people, so that's a lot of people, who were punk rockers before the outbreak. Oh, they sound badass. They lived together as a family in a condemned brick building. Okay. Since the outbreak, many have died. Half of the current inhabitants are survivors. They have taken in, they make a clear difference between the group. Who are the original members, the newcomers? Okay. Cool. So we have the Black Hearts. So that's a little bit about them. And then now we also have Sugar Hill. So Sugar Hill is a large community with over 100 survivors who gathered around an old city hall to build a new society. This was one of the few places where soldiers managed to raise walls as protection against walkers during the outbreak. Everything they do is about preserving energy and resources and not taking risks. Okay. They live by the pre outbreak laws. They teach the kids in school, they prepare themselves to take part in the inevitable rebuilding of the country. Oh, interesting. Okay. So these are pretty good factions actually. The Black Hearts, I actually have an idea that these like punk badass people, they were, I don't know, they probably like got into some like messy kind of issues or something with probably Nicholas White, the criminal. I can kind of see Nicholas White, I don't know, I can kind of see him kind of like mess with the Black Hearts, or maybe he like did something where they like kicked him out of the Haven or something, and then Nicholas White is kind of like on his own. So I have an idea for that. So Nicholas White could be like an ex Black Heart or something, and then for Sugar Hill, this particular faction or haven, I'm wondering, this could be a place that Kai Wilson's goal is to like get to. So maybe she sees as their current bus on the hill haven as just temporary, right? So I can see that as like temporary, and her goal is to get to Sugar Hill. So, ooh, okay. I kind of have this idea of maybe using um, Black Hearts, perhaps. Um, or maybe Sugar Hill. Oh, I don't know. These are like really good ideas. Mm, yeah, let's see. I think, you know what? I think I'll stick with Sugar Hill for now. So, yeah. So I'm going to stick with Sugar Hill for now. Yeah. So Sugar Hill, and that is going to be linked to Kai over here. So to Kai Wilson, so her goal is she wants to get there. Like she wants to I guess like settle at Sugar Hill. And she's trying to get like Aden, you know, to like come with her, right? And I guess the issue, it says here, issues with faction, starvation, aggressive towards newcomers, or they have a hard time believing the truth. So it looks like they have like trust issues here. So yeah, so I'm wondering. Okay, I can see the issue would be they're not. I'll stick with like they're not welcoming newcomers. So not taking in um newcomers or something. Yeah, so that could be kind of like the start of the adventure prompt here. So it could be that they're not taking in newcomers, but that's like the only haven that Kai knows of that's like safe. And so yeah, so maybe she's just thinking like if we get there and we can like convince him that we're like good people, then they would let us stay. So that could be one challenge source. Let's see what else. I think. we can come up with like another one too. We'll not do that one again. So we have 2, an NPCs issue. Okay. So there's 3 NPCs. So I guess we can roll. Of course. Okay, so the NPC with an issue is, of course, Nicholas White. Okay, so we'll put here Nicholas White, and ooh, I can see. So, okay, his issue is he likes to tease and harass people. So I'm wondering, he probably got into a super big fight with one of the members of Blackheart, and maybe there's like a group of Blackheart members that are wanting to kill Nicholas. Like maybe Nicholas is on the run here. So they want to like murder him. Okay. Oh, Nicholas. Nicholas, Nicholas. Okay, so this would be related to like the faction Black Hearts. And it's also related to his issue as well. Ooh, this is starting to sound messy and great. Okay, I love this. Okay, cool. So now we can start the game here. Okay, so I think for how we're gonna start the scene. So I can see Aden over here. So I don't know. I guess we can use like one of my minis or something. So we have Aden over here at the Haven with his sister Kai, and they're probably gonna say, Kai's probably just gonna say like, Aden, I just want to let you know that there's just been like a lot of drama in the Haven, and I want us to settle in Sugar Hill. And Aiden's probably like shaking his head, and he's like, well, we don't even know if that place is real. I've never heard of it. And then she's saying like, no, like trust me, like this will be a safe space for us to just settle and live in. We can start over. And he's probably just like doubting her, really. And so I think that's going to be like one thing that they're going to be dealing with. And then the other thing, Kai's going to also say that they need to leave the Haven because of Nicholas White. So she's going to tell Aden that we need to get away from Nicholas White because there is a group of people, the Black Hearts, they're looking for him and they want to murder him. And we need to stay away from that. And so Aden is probably like he believes her with that because he sees Nicholas White, I don't know, like smoking something, and Nicholas has this like big like scar on his face, and he's just this like buff dude that is just constantly wanting to like just be the attention. I guess he loves the attention. He loves to like tease, and so Kai is saying she doesn't feel safe with Nicholas White here. And so Aden is also agreeing with that they need to get away from the bus on a hill. So they need to leave and find their way to Sugar Hill here. So that could be the adventure prompt. So their goal is to get to Sugar Hill and to stay away from Nicholas White. Yeah, so that could be it. Let's see. Mad Tatter, you picked a good one. Crunchy time. Yep, that's right. Jeremiah. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh my God, Z. Hello. Thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Okay, yeah. So I guess we're gonna start here. So I think Kai, she'll probably have a map of the general layout. So what's happening is I think Kai would want her and Aden to get to the highway, and they're going to try to find maybe like a car or something. So I'm going to say maybe there's like an abandoned car that they could hotwire and head on their way to Sugar Hill if they can. So yeah, so I think that's going to be the adventure for this. So this is going to be representing Aden and Kai, and they need to make their way through the forest, over the river creek thing, through the forest again, and then get to the highway to find a car. So I think that's what they're going to do here. Okay, so I think Aden and Kai. So the tricky thing is, our NPC will have. We'll use this one. So our other NPC, Amy Hall. So this is going to be Amy Hall, and then this one is going to be Nicholas White. So Amy Hall is kind of a control freak here. So she is a soldier, and she is kind of the leader, I guess, of the group here. So she says how things should go, and she is telling, she's probably telling like Nicholas that they need to go on like a run soon or something to get like supplies or whatever. And then I believe this would be perfect timing for Aden and Kai to be like, oh, we can go on a run and you guys can stay back and you can just let us do the run, but quote unquote go on a run. But instead of actually going on a run, they're actually going to like leave and head towards the highway here. So, okay. So that would mean they shouldn't take a lot with them. So I think like Amy is going to tell Aden to like get ready to head over to the highway and find like a car of some sort. And so she's going to take like her backpack, maybe some like canned goods and food that they've like found, and they can also go hunt or go fish as well. So yeah, so I think that's how I'm going to start it here. So I think what's going to happen is they are going to go towards the forest like area now. So I'm going to see first um, if Amy and Nicholas, if they don't see through their like plans to leave the haven. So this is where I'm actually going to roll now for the oracle here. So if it's going to be like an extreme yes or an extreme like no. But so I can do that, or I can also roll too for her manipulation, because she does have that manipulation skill. So I can set a let's see, an opposed like roll thing here. So it says here that she is trained, so she would need one success. So that would be a total of 4 dice. So NPCs roll four dice here, but she will get 1 extra dice because she is trained in manipulation, and I think she will also get an extra dice from Aden. Oh wait, no, Aden doesn't have any manipulation dice here. Okay, so yeah, so we're just gonna have to roll this and hope that she can get at least 1 success. Okay, so we got, oh yes, okay, so we got 2. So we got 2 successes and no 1s, which is good. So if we roll a 1, that would probably mean like the threat level or something goes up. So we got 2 successes. This is great. We got 2 successes, and they both trust. They both trust Kai. And I would say it's like in the morning, like early in the morning, and Amy's like, okay, all right, Kai, good luck to you and Aden. Make sure you guys are prepared. You have, your weapons on you, and you gotta watch out, okay? But it is the morning, so there shouldn't be any like walkers around or something. Hopefully they're still asleep. Okay, so Kai and Aden. So Kai says, okay, this is our chance. We should head out through the forest and head towards the highway. Okay, great. So this is good. So this is a success. So Kai was able to convince the group here. So head towards the highway, okay, to find a car. So to find a car, and they want to get to Sugar Hill. So apparently she knows how to get there, and Aden has no idea, and he's just kind of like trusting her word there. And they're gonna go through the forest. So they were able to convince Nicholas and Amy to go on a run. Okay, so this is good. This is looking good here. Okay, so now they are in the foresty kind of area here. And then now we can kind of see how it's looking like. So right now the threat level is a 0. So that's good. So okay, I am going to roll on the theme oracle and kind of see what they are looking at, I guess, in this side of the of the woods here. So okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, so this was going to be my hundreds, tens and ones. Okay, so we got 422. So 4, and then bravery. Okay, 422, bravery. I'm going to mark that word. So we're in the forest right now, and we got bravery. So let me know if you guys have any ideas of how you want to interpret that word bravery. And then what else? So we got 333. So remorse. Okay. Bravery, remorse. I think I want to do one more. Let's see. So we got 551. Kindness. Okay. So, let's see. Bravery, remorse, and kindness. I wonder. Let me see. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. No fun allowed. What did you say? Bravery, potential stupidity. Oh my god, yeah, literally. That's a pretty good one. Remorse, bravery, and kindness. Yeah, potential stupidity. Ooh, wait, potential stupidity. I'm kind of okay, I'm almost thinking like what if Kai, cuz Kai doesn't have like survival skills. Oh my god, I can just picture Kai as she's like walking through the forest with Aden. What if she like steps on one of their like traps or something? Oh my god, I can like see that. Like maybe she like didn't realize that they like set up a trap there and she trapped herself. Oh god. Okay, so Kai steps on a trap. So on a trap of some sort. Yeah. And then I can see, yeah, I can see that. Like something like stupid like that where she like stepped into a trap and then oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Okay. So now let's see what kind of a trap she got herself into here. I wonder, I thought there was like a traps table or something. Oh, yep. So, okay, so here are the different traps. There is a shotgun trap behind the door. Well, that won't apply here. There's a pit trap, poisoned arrow, tripwire with grenade, a walker trap. Interesting. Hmm. Tripwire with grenade. No, I think all of these just sound super harsh for it being in like the forest. I do kind of like the idea of like a pit trap though. Like, oh my god, that would be so dumb. Like that would be so stupid. Okay. I like that idea of yeah, like maybe like a pit trap of some sort. Okay. So maybe there was like I'm picturing there's this hole and there was a tarp. There's like a tarp over the hole. And maybe Nicholas or Amy, they set up this trap or something and they put leaves and dirt like on the tarp. So just enough for it to not let it like dip in, and Kai, she steps on this trap. And so let's see. So I'm wondering for this pit trap, I don't know if it's like big in the sense of like half of her body just like sinks into the ground, or if it's just like her foot or something. And as her foot got into the trap, like a bunch of like dirt and rocks just kind of like fell in and gets her foot like stuck. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna roll for the luck oracle here. So if you want to see for our luck oracle, we have um, 1, 2, 3. So no, extreme no, yes, extreme yes. So yeah, so I'm gonna ask the oracle: is this particular trap um, the kind where literally half her body like sinks in? So let's see. Let's ask. We got 2. Okay, no. So that's good. Oh my god. Okay. So it looks like it's just her like foot. Maybe it's kind of like halfway up to her shin. So she steps on a trap and her foot gets stuck. Or I'm not gonna say foot. I'll just say like her leg. Her leg gets stuck in this trap here, and she can't move, and she's probably like, oh shit, like I can't get my fucking like foot out of here, Aden, like help me. So something like that, right? And Aiden's probably like shaking his head and he's like, wow, you're so dumb, right? Okay, wait, let me catch up on chat here. So let's see, no fun allowed. I just got done doing a solo play session. Oh no way, hope your solo play session was fun. No, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, feel free to like tell us about it. I hope you enjoyed your solo session. Hopefully your PC is alive and well. Okay, cool. So yeah, so Aden, he's walking ahead. We'll actually have I'll have this represent um, I'll have this represent Kai. So yeah, so like Kai's stuck here actually. And then Aiden's like walking ahead and he turns around and he's like, oh my God, you got stuck in one of our traps. And she's like, okay, well, can you like help me like get out of here and stop making fun of me? Like we got to make a move on anyways, or else and Nicholas and Amy are going to think that this is suspicious here. And so I think I'm actually going to do a tension die this time for them. And so, yeah, so we need to do a tension die and make sure that I'm going to start on like maybe like a D10 here. Yeah, so tension die of D10. So making sure that they aren't going to get suspicious, I guess. So this is going to track their suspicions. Oh my God, I don't know how to spell, whatever. So this is going to track their suspicions. And let's see. 6. Okay, cool. So we're still safe. So we're still safe for them. So once this hits I think a D10 to a D8, and then a D6, and then a D4. So once it hits a 1 on the D4, then they're gonna chase them down. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna catch up here. So let's see. Brutal and humorous. Yeah, literally. I'm like, this is such a good start to the story. I'm like so excited. Okay, let's see. No fun allowed. I'm running 6 PCs. Oh, that's cool. Through the adventure tomb of annihilation. No deaths so far. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm happy for your group of adventurers there. But I know one day I'll roll bad and the party will be jumped by a zombie T-Rex. Oh, damn. Hey, the zombie T-Rex sounds cool, though. That sounds awesome. Mad Tatter, I'm working on my binder notes currently. Ooh, have fun. That's cool. Ryan, who's loved the setup. Oh, dude, thank you so much. I am a sucker for just like the old school pen and paper kind of thing. So I'm glad you're liking the setup here. Okay, so we are safe right now. So these guys, the NPCs back at the Haven, they're chilling, keeping watch, and so they don't see them as like suspicious at all. Okay, so let's see. We are going to do a skill check for Aden here to see if he is able to get his sister's foot out of the freaking trap here. So let's see. I wonder. I feel like that would be survival. Would that be a survival role, or maybe even force? That actually might be a force. Oh yeah, duh. Because a force roll would be like a physical, like pushing or pulling of like heavy things here. So okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do a force roll here. This will be, what is this? So I have a total of 4. Okay, so I need to get a success from these. Okay, so I need to roll a 6. So okay, oh my god, I need to get a 6 from one of these. Okay. Oh, come on, Aden. So let's go here. Oh, fuck. Okay, so no successes. Oh shit, he rolled a 1. Okay, so he rolled a 1, and that means there's going to be a stress die, and there's no successes. Okay, so this is going to be his stress die. I'm going to track that. Oh, crap. Well, that sucks. Okay, so he's probably like trying to yank her like leg out, and he's like, I literally cannot get you out of this hole over here. She's like, well, shit, like what do we do? So no success, sadly. So her leg is stuck, foot, leg, whatever, is stuck here. And he did get a 1. So a 1 would mean, let's see here. So the 1 would mean that's like a fail. And that would be, he gets like a stress die too. So yeah, so I guess stress would be a 1 right now. Oh my god. Oh dear. Okay, so he needs to think of a way to like get her out. So let's see. I guess this would be would this technically be a mess up? I feel like this would technically be a mess up too. Fuck. Okay. So let's see. So we will roll a D66, and let's see like what happens here. Okay, so we got a 22. Okay, so it says here run out of a resource or something. Okay, so I'm not going to interpret like running out of a resource as like literally running out of something. I'm actually going to interpret that as maybe trying to think. Let me see. So running out of like a resource. I mean, I'm kind of thinking of like energy as like a resource, right? So maybe he just got like really tired trying to like pull pull her out there. So yeah, so I would imagine the stress for him. So yeah, so he's probably like tired trying to like get her out. And okay. And so now he's probably telling her like I need to find like a little shovel or something to like dig your like foot out. So that's going to take time. So maybe Kai is saying like, no, don't even bother going back to the Haven to find a shovel or like a little one. Like they're gonna think that that's weird and suspicious. And she's like, can you literally just like dig with your like hands here. So yeah. So now that they're still stuck, I'm gonna roll the d10 again to see. Oh shit. Okay, so we got a 1. So now it's down to a d8. So now it's down to a d8. So let's see. Okay, it's an 8, so we're still safe. Okay. So yeah, so I think that's what he's gonna do. He's just gonna get on his hands and his knees to try to like dig her like foot out here. So this is gonna be a force, strength, and then with the stress die here as well. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Okay, so good. Okay, so we got a 6. So a 6 means 6 means a success. So that's good. But we did get a 1 on the stress die itself. So that would mean that he can't push like any rolls, and there was a mess up. But we already did the mess up, so we're not gonna worry about that. But okay, so we did get a success at least. So we got a success, and he was able to get her foot out. But I would say that now, with her foot being stuck there for a while, like she's probably pretty sore, and she's like limping now. So okay, so now Kai, you need a dice jail. Yeah, literally. So Kai is now limping a little bit, and I'd say like her ankle is like sore for like getting stuck there. But she's probably telling him like, okay, fucking finally, thank you for getting me out here. And Aden's probably like shaking his head at Kai. He's like, you're the one who's like dumb and couldn't spot that like fucking trap. She's like, you know what? Let's stop arguing and let's keep going. Let's just keep going here. So okay. So now let's see and roll the luck oracle and see if it is safe, like in the forest. So let's see. 4, yes. Okay, cool. So they're continuing on. They're getting kind of slow though, because of her sore ankle, and they finally make it to the river. And now at the river, let's see at this point if God, what is his name? Nicholas and Amy, if they see any suspicion here. So we still got an 8, so we are good. Okay, so now they are at the river. Now let's see, let me just catch up really quick. Let's see, love the setup. Oh, is the number of PCs you run entirely dependent on the system you use, or do you like to have a set number? That is a good question. I feel like I like to go between 1 and a 3 for my like solo adventures. But usually I would set just one PC as like my main PC. And so yeah, I feel like it kind of depends on the system too. But like for example, like 4 Against Darkness, there's like 4 PCs in your group, and so I'd obviously like have 4. But yeah, like usually for like Morkborg or like Shadow Dark, I like to have one main PC, but then I'd have like other PCs in the group as well. But that's like not, those are ones that I'm not really like playing in terms of like tracking their like stats and stuff. So yeah, I guess it kind of depends. But yeah, that's how I do it usually. Okay. So yeah, so where are we? So we're at the river now. Okay, so they're at the river, and now let's see what this looks like now. So we will do a roll for the theme oracle. So we got, oh God, what did I do? Oh yeah, like this. So 335. So sabotage. Ooh, sabotage. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of wondering if maybe there was like a bridge and it got like torn down or something, or yeah, or maybe like the bridge is like broken and unsteady maybe. Okay, what else? Trying to find out what other things we can like interpret here. So 655 unity. Okay. Ooh, I'm interpreting unity as like teamwork. So maybe Kai sees the broken bridge and she's like telling Aden like, okay, we need to work together in order to get over the river here. And the river, yeah, I'm calling it a river. In the book it said like a creek, but I'm just gonna say a river. And maybe it's like a raging river. Like maybe that's also kind of why it got broken. And so yeah, so they're gonna have to work together to try to cross the river. So yeah, so I'm wondering if there's like maybe there's a way they can cross on the bridge here. So like yeah, it's like broken, but maybe there's like certain parts of the bridge that they are able to at least kind of like walk on. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for this. So yeah, so maybe they can like find a way to yeah, to like maybe like use the side of the bridge or something. So let's see here. I'm gonna say for if we're gonna do a skill check for this one, oh man, come on, Kai. Kai has like no survival skills. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, so I think survival. Yeah, okay. So I think this will be a mix of like survival, but also I'm kind of thinking stealth, like because I can kind of see this as like an agility test as well. Um, so oh, he does have mobility. Yeah. Okay. So it might not even be survival. I don't think it's going to be survival. I think it's just going to be a stealthy kind of like move here. So we're going to do mobility slash stealth kind of a thing here. So yeah, so we have our stress die, and then we will have to roll 5 dice here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we shall see how this goes. Okay, so no ones, so that's good. We did get 1 success though, so that is perfect. Okay, so they were able to cross the bridge here. Oh, whoops, I dropped one of my dice. So they were able to cross the bridge. So with like one success here, but I would say that Kai probably got like a little like scared though, as she was like losing her balance with like her ankle. So Aden was able to make it over, and like Kai is still kind of like stuck in the middle there. So they were trying to cross like the broken like bridge, but Kai got stuck in the middle. Okay, so Aden is probably saying like, you can do it, like you gotta be careful, and like make sure to like watch your step, but like you can do this, like just look at me and believe in yourself. So he's probably just trying to be like really encouraging towards Kai here. And like Kai's probably like stuck, right? So she's probably like, oh my god, like I can't do this, I literally cannot do this. And so probably Aden would have to do like maybe empathy or something. So he'd probably have to do like an empathy kind of a empathy like check, like trying to just like encourage her, right? And so I'm kind of viewing this as like manipulation, but I don't have any manipulation like dice here, but I do see this as empathy. So this will be 2, so there will be a total of 3 dice here. Yeah, okay, so I wonder how this will go. So we'll have to do 3 dice. So, oh my fucking god. Okay, that was horrible. So we got 2. So we have now 2 1s here. Oh man, okay, so that was a fail. Okay, so that would mean we would have an extra stress die. Okay, so now he has two stress dice here. Okay, and now this would be a messing up thing. So all the encouraging words that he's trying to say to her are not doing shit for Kai. So Kai is probably like, this is not helping whatsoever. And now we have to roll for the messing up oracle here. So yeah, so we'll have to do a D66. So we got a 31. You are lost or someone important is put into danger. Oh shit. Like I wonder if like the bridge, oh whoops, there you go. So I wonder if like the bridge is slowly like creaking. Oh god, yeah. So it's probably like slowly like creaking and he's like, you need to like fucking run and just like book it. So yeah, so I think he's telling her you need to like push it. Like you need to like get out of there. And he's probably, like sticking out his like hand and saying like, come on, like you're really, really close. So I think now I think we will have to roll for Kai here. So let's see how Kai is doing. So she has a total of 4 dice rolls, but she has no skills in like I don't know, in like mobility or agility. Actually, yeah, like stealth or anything like that. So let's see how she does. Come on, Kai. Oh shit. Okay, that was a fail. So no successes for her. So I think at this point, maybe like part of the bridge is like broken, and now Aiden's freaking out. So he sees that like part of her body is like in the water, and she's like screaming like, "Help me! Help me!" And he's gonna go. So I think now we're gonna do an agility check here. So he's gonna do an agility, and he's gonna make it towards the bridge and try to just like grab her and like pull her out of the water off of the bridge. So let's see. Come on, Aden. Let's go here. Oh, shit. Okay. So those are no successes. Okay, so those were like no successes. Oh, I could push a dice roll because I could take like a stress to push a roll here. So yeah, okay. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm going to push the roll, and that means I can do a re-roll because I think this will be a drive now because he sees like someone important um, in like a stressful like situation. So I think now this will be a push of the roll, so I can re-roll, and I can do a +3 bonus to my drive. So that would mean a total of three dice. I think that's how it works. So I'm like, oh my god, he needs to fucking like get some good success here. So, oh my God. Okay. So look at that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. So we were able to freaking get her out of the water, and they both just like jump. They jump over the bridge and they make it. And then they like turn behind them and they see the bridge collapsing into the river now. And so, whew, that was stressful. But unfortunately, now Aiden's stress is at 3. Oh my god. Okay. Aiden's probably like shaking his head. He's like, fucking finally we're over the bridge here. And Kai is like just in like shock. And Aiden's like, are you okay? Like can you like still walk here? And she's like, no, like I can still walk. Like I'm doing okay. Oh my god, that was so stressful. Even I'm like, my hands are clammy. So yeah, I think now we should probably check if the noise of like her screaming and then the bridge collapsing, if that attracted walkers now. So Yeah, so let's see. I wonder if like walkers sorry, catching up on chat. Did the noise from the bridge collapsing attract walk? Yeah, no, I was literally like just thinking about that. So let's see here. I wonder what are the solo rules for that? Would that be I wonder if that would be like the threat level, if that would be like increased here. So we have to roll a D6 and C. I think that's how it works. Also, let me know if I'm getting this part wrong. I'm like, this is kind of the first time I'm actually really playing the solo rules. So let me know. But obviously we can tweak it if it doesn't work. But okay, so a 3, so that the threat level is still a 0. Okay, so we got lucky there. So I'm gonna make a note here that the threat level, actually I should make like a little thing here. So threat level currently is still a 0. Okay, so luckily that they're looking around and they don't see any like walkers currently. So that's good. Or maybe what if like walkers are from like afar, but they're just not coming at them yet, you know? So I wonder, I'm gonna ask the Oracle, are there any walkers like maybe like a couple miles out that are still far, but they're not in their like current view, you know? So let's see. We got a 1, so no. Okay, so it looks like there are no walkers like present right now, so that's good. And then we do have to check the suspicion die for our NPCs back at the Haven. So let's see how that goes. So we got a 2. Okay, so that means that goes down to a D6. So let's see now, a 6. Okay, so we are now at a D6. Okay, so all right. Okay, so they are now at the foresty area, another foresty area. So I guess we will see how what it looks like for them. So now in this particular area, so let's see. So Kai is saying like, "Come on, like we can like just keep moving. I'm doing okay." And Aden nods his head and he's like, "Okay, let's keep going." So now we shall roll. Let's see. So we got 631. Renovation. Interesting. Renovation. Um, hmm. When I rolled for that word, I'm actually thinking, I don't know why, but renovation, they found a tent or something. Um, renovation. So they found like a tent there. And Kai is probably saying like, "Oh my god, like wait, before we make any move, I see a tent over here." So we can draw a triangle to represent the tent. And Aiden will probably take his like pistol or his like knife or something, maybe his pistol, and he says like, "Well, is there anyone like in there?" And she's like, "I don't know. I'm not hearing anything." And so let's ask the Oracle. Actually, I'll leave this page here. So yeah, so let's ask the Oracle. Let's see. Is there anyone there? Ooh, yes. Okay, so that means there is some sort of another like NPC or something, or maybe that could even be a walker, and they just had no idea that the walker was in there. So I think, or it could be a dead body. Like who knows? Like just yeah. I mean, it could be. We never know. Like what's in there. So there's someone in there. They don't know what it is. If it's a walker, if it's a dead body, or if it's another NPC. And let's roll on the theme oracle again and see. 256. So 256. What do we got here? Misery. Oh shit, Misery. Oh man. I'm all okay. Misery. I'm thinking, what if there's this like NPC who's injured? You know what? Maybe this particular NPC is like injured and in pain. Oh fuck, that would be hard to like leave because I'm knowing Kai. Kai is gonna be the type where like we need to help whoever we can. Oh shit, that'll probably take like, ooh, yeah, maybe. Okay, wait, let me see who else is in here. The Grouch Grouch. Oh my god, hello. Hi, hello. Happy Halloween, my friend. I hope you're having a good Halloween. Playing some Walking Dead. Your Walking Dead series. Guys, if you want to watch like a really fun, like an intense like Walking Dead series, I highly recommend his solo sessions. They are so much fun to watch. I absolutely love your content, my dude. Thank you so much for sharing your adventures with us. Okay, so let's see. So it looks like I'm interpreting this as like there's an NPC who is injured. And okay, so I think Kai will probably stay back. So Kai will probably stay back, and Aden is going to be like, okay, just hold up. I'm going to take a look at like who's in the tent here. Um, and let's see. Okay, so he's going to like sneak around and hopefully not making any sound here. So I think he's going to do a stealth check over here. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because like, what if this NPC has like a gun on him, right? So we don't know. So he's gonna do a stealth check. Get ready. Okay, so we got 1 success. Oh shit. Okay, so we got two ones here. Okay, so we did get 1 success, and I'm interpreting that as like, hold on. First off, I need to add that he got more stress here. So this would be 5. So okay, or no, sorry, this would be two extra ones. Okay, yeah. So this would be 4. Whoops. Okay, cool. Sorry, looking at the chat. Whose solo Walking Dead sessions did you recommend? Oh, the Grouch Couch. They do a really fun Walking Dead session. I think they do it like every year or something during the month of October. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's really good. Like it's a lot of fun to watch and listen to. So let's see. NPCs injured. Okay, so this is what I'm picturing. So as Aden is walking around in the tent, and he like tries to like peer inside because he can see like the tent is like the flap of the tent is like kind of open, so he's able to kind of peer inside, and he's getting ready to like point his gun, and then all of a sudden the NPC in the tent is pointing a gun back, and they're probably like, what do you want? And so at this point, I think with both of them, with both of their guns like pointing at each other, they both like pause. So this guy, he's probably like, what the hell, you're a kid. Like, what are you doing out here? And then Aden is probably saying like, oh, like I thought like you were like a walker or something. I just wanted to like make sure that it wasn't a walker. And then Kai over here is probably behind Aden and sees, and she was like, you're bleeding out. And then he was like, yeah, like don't mind me. Let's like just leave me alone. I'll be fine. So maybe there's like he has like a wound or something. Maybe like on his leg, or maybe on maybe like on his chest or something. Like let's see. So let's ask the Oracle. 1 extreme no. Okay, so it's not on his like chest, so it looks like his leg or something. He got injured, and she's probably asking like, how did you like injure yourself? So maybe that's what Kai is saying, like maybe we can like help. Ooh, I don't want to ask this question, but I think I need to. I need to ask like if he was bitten by a walker. And so, okay, no. Oh, thank God. Okay, so that's good. So he's not infected. So he says like, no, I'm not like bitten or anything. And he's probably saying like, I just got injured bumping into like other people like on the road, and we got into a nasty like fight basically. And so I wonder if this guy is probably from maybe like the Blackheart faction. Maybe he's part of the Blackhearts, and that's kind of maybe he's like looking for someone. Like maybe he's looking for Nicholas White, the criminal who is an ex Blackheart, and he's trying to find like revenge. And so she's I think Aiden and Kai, they're both going to ask like, well, what are you doing here? Like why are you like camped out here? And so let's ask the Oracle if this guy's connected to Blackheart faction. No. Okay. So he's saying like I'm just a loner, and my group they all got like they all basically turned into walkers, and I had to leave them, and I'm just kind of like on my own now, just trying to survive this fucking world. And Aiden's probably saying like, well, like can we at least like help you? And Kai's probably pulling out her like medical gear, and let's see if he wants the help or not. So let's ask. Yes. Okay. So he's probably saying like, yeah, like you know what? Why not? Why don't you guys like help me bandage up my injury here? So that's good. So it looks like he's not hostile or anything. And honestly, I think him Aiden being a kid, I almost think that's kind of a good like attribute here, because people are probably not going to immediately assume that he's like a threat, right? And so yeah, so I think that's good here. Catching up on the chat. Hell yeah, dude! Thanks for the kind words. Oh my god, dude! Of course, my friend. Um, oh yeah, I'm glad that you're enjoying watching this. The kid in my game is also called Aiden. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yeah, I just used like a random like name generator thing I found online and just use that. Mad Tatter. Oh, I stay for the energy and the vibes for sure. Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate that, guys. Okay, yeah. So let's see. I would imagine at this point, let's roll on the d6 tension die of the suspicion of these two other NPCs. Because I'd imagine Amy and Nicholas, they're probably like, okay, they've been gone for a while at this point. So let's see. D6. Okay, so we're still okay. Awesome. So now let's see. I believe Kai now would get her medical gear. So she is trained in medicine. So she does get an extra dice. So that'd be a total of 5 here. So total of 5. And then, yeah, I guess let's see how this goes for this stranger. And we could do an extra one because like Aiden will probably try to help. So we'll do another one. And probably as they're trying to like patch up his leg, she's probably asking him like, well, what's your name? Like, where are you from? So let's see. Ooh, okay. So we didn't get any successes here. Okay, so it looks like the injury, like maybe like he's bleeding out like really bad here. So ooh, that's sad. Okay, and he's probably saying, I don't know, we can give him a random name. We'll just say my name's John or something. So he's saying like I'm John, I used to be a farmer, and now I'm just kind of like trying to survive here like on my own. And he's starting to get like a fever, and Kai's noticing that. And then she's like, Aiden, like we need to like work fast because his like fever is going up, and he's starting to breathe abnormally. And so oh yeah, like maybe he like lost a lot of blood, and soon I'm sure walkers are going to eventually find this guy. So yeah, like I almost feel like there's going to be no hope for this dude here. So let's see. So John, I'm gonna make a note. So John is bleeding out here, sadly. And oh man, that's sad. Okay, so I'm almost wondering if he's like bleeding out like too much and to the point that he's probably gonna like die. I wonder if he's at this like mindset of like, you know what? If you need to kill me, then just do it. That I wonder if he's like at that point. So, ooh, oh, that's sad. Oh my God, that is so sad. He's like, I'm ready to die. I can interpret that with the oracle word that I rolled for anyways. So he's probably like grabbing Kai's hand and he's like, you know what? Just leave me here. I'm ready to pass. And then he like grabs Aiden's shirt and he's like pulling him closer and he's like, kill me if you fucking have to. I don't want to turn into a walker. So Aiden's probably like, he's probably like, oh my God, this is a lot that's happening right now. So yeah, I mean like Kai, I feel like Kai will probably say like, stop Aiden, like we have to help him. Like we can do that. We can do whatever it needs to be done to stop the bleeding. And Aiden's saying like, no, like we should let him go. Like his request, honestly, we need to respect what he wants. And John is probably saying like, I'm ready. I'm ready for you to just take me out. And Kai is probably crying, and then Aiden is probably trying to like, calm her down, but also say like, look, we do need to get a move on because now the walkers, they're gonna smell like the blood and his like dead body. We need to leave. So she's probably saying like, yep, like we need to go. You're right there. And so yeah, so I think, oh, this is sad. So Aiden's probably gonna get his I think he's just gonna get his like knife. I don't think he's gonna use his pistol because he needs to save his ammo too. So yeah, so or actually, you know what? He's probably gonna ask. He's gonna ask John, would you rather do a pistol or a knife? Like he needs to respect this man too. So this guy's probably lying down in the tent, getting ready. So we got a 2. So I'm interpreting that as the knife. So he's like, just do the knife here. So, oh my God, that's so sad. That's so painful. He's ready. Okay. So with that, John is bleeding out and he has sadly passed. So Aiden takes his knife and uh, John, he's just like looking at him, and then he's saying thank you, and he closes his eyes, and then Aiden takes his knife and then like stabs him in the chest, in the heart, trying to just make it a quick thing. And Kai's probably covering her eyes and trying not to look. And the deed is done. And so yeah, like he was able to kill John there, sadly. So now John is dead, and Kai is probably taking a moment, obviously, to like grieve and just take a moment to process like everything that like happened. And then Kai is like, we need to bury his body because that's what we do. We bury our kind. And he's like, we don't have time for that because like what if people at the haven are looking for us? We need to like just keep going. So yeah, so I think like Kai is saying like, you're right. We just need to keep going. But at least like cover his body with the blanket there. But knowing that he could be turning into a walker at any moment, um Aiden's gonna say like, I need to fucking like stab his brain, right? So yeah, so he's gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do a check there because obviously he's dead. So Aiden's gonna stab him in the brain and then cover like a tarp over his body, and now John has passed. So okay, so after all of that drama, let's see the suspicion die. So we got a 3. Okay, so a 3 would mean they're safe. So these guys don't find anything suspicious with them gone. So that's good. Cool. Okay, sweet. Wow. Okay. So Aiden's looking at Kai like, come on, like the highway's close by. We should just keep going. So they make their way over, and now finally they're at the highway. Okay. So oh, that is rough. That is so rough. Yeah. Creature of legend. If he only stabbed him in the heart, John's gonna come back as a walker. Yeah, no, exactly. So I think like that's why I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I need to stab him in the brain here. Okay, and so are these magical zombies, fungus zombies, something else? Let's see, magical infection that makes people come back. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I don't really I'm still kind of like new with like finishing up the Walking Dead series, but like I'm in the middle of watching it and I don't really know too much about the affection like in the show, but at least in this book, that's how I'm kind of like interpreting it as well, like what Creature of Legend said there. So yeah, but anyways, okay, so they've made it to the highway, and now let's see how the threat level is. So let's roll and see if it increases at all. So let's see here. Oh shit. Okay. So it is a 5. So that would mean the threat level is at a 1 right now. Okay. So we are at a 1. Okay. So that would mean there's probably walkers somewhere in the distance. We'll use Kevin the Vinekin Mini to represent the walkers. So they're still far, but they do need to find a car here. Yeah. So oh shit. Okay, sorry. Looking at the time, it has been what, more than almost like 2 hours it feels like. I do need to go. I do need to head out. But I think that's where I'm going to leave off the adventure for now. So a lot of drama has happened, but they have made it to the highway. So I think that's where we're going to continue next time. So we're going to continue and see what the highway like looks like, if there's cars, if there's walkers, and like see how they're able to like hotwire a car of some sort and try to make their way to where they're trying to go, Sugar Hill, and see if they can settle in that particular haven there. But yeah, I did not realize how much time this was gonna be. But anyways, this is The Walking Dead solo. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this fabulous Halloween day. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and also let me know if you have any like links to other people playing the Walking Dead universe role playing game solo. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm really excited to continue their journey, their story. And yeah, Aiden's a badass little dude with Kai here. So hopefully they make it to Sugar Hill. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know what you think. I'm excited to continue this adventure. I will see you next time, you guys. So thank you. Let's see here. I need to end this. Okay, bye, you guys. Thanks.